the purpose of philosophy, of philosophical inquiry, as trying to prove things. So if you study philosophy, for example, one of the courses you will always study, one of the subjects you will always study, I think probably in every, at least in the English-speaking world, in every degree program in philosophy, is logic. Deductive logic, formal deductive logic. And you'll do it in various degrees of complexity. And the reason for that is the assumption has been that when one engages in philosophical inquiry, one is trying to deduce something. And the model for deductive inference is that a deductively sound argument is a sound argument. That is one in which the inferences are validly drawn and the assumptions are true. And notice, in an argument, deductive argument in which both of those are the case, the conclusion has to be true. That's the power of deductive inference. If the logic is valid and the assumption is true, the conclusion has to be true. You've proven something if you have a deductively sound argument. Philosophers love this deductively sound argument for obvious reasons. So the self-conception of the enterprise has been to set about to prove things. The problem with that, my opinion, is that we're still asking the same questions that Plato asked 2,300 years ago. So if the purpose of philosophy is to prove things, and we're still asking the same questions for 2,300 years, then this enterprise is a dismal failure. Right? I mean, in physics, you're not asking the same questions Newton asked. Never mind the other guys. Right? And in mathematics, Pythagoras did what he did, and you guys are living with it. You go on and you ask other things. You don't still scratch your head over, whether a squared plus b squared equals c squared. But we still do. We'll pick up the Republic and we'll read it, and we'll ask the same questions that Plato was asking, and not rest content with his answers. So that suggests to me that something else is going on here. That we ought not to think about the purpose of human philosophy as a kind of mathematical enterprise, as an enterprise to try to prove things. But still, it's not literature either. That is, we're doing something other than painting a picture. It's literature. We're making assertions. So there's some kind of validation required of philosophical judgments. The validation that makes sense, in my point of view, if the deductive and logical one doesn't make sense, the validation that makes sense is a pragmatic validation. That is, ideas are acceptable, good, true, maybe this gets more controversial, but true to the extent that they work. Now that claim, I'm not the first to make this. William James actually said it and scandalized people that an idea is true to the extent that it works. Because the assumption that we've been, there's the world out there, we're observing the world, we try to say true things about it, and an idea is true if it mirrors the world. And James said, no, idea is true if it works. That's the grounds on which we accept it as true. If we get some idea that we can't make heads or tails out of, we're never going to say it's true. We're just not. We accept things as true insofar as they work for us. Which means they can become true and they can lose the truth. This upsets the whole apple cart, per se, of a lot of intellectual history by thinking about valuation in terms of what works. But it seems to me that it's the most plausible approach to take. So the philosophical issues that get addressed here